This episode of Trips to the Store has been brought to you with the help of viewers like you. Transmissions wouldn't be the show it is today if it wasn't for all of your support. Join our Patreon today at transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the cool Transformer stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check that out at our website, transmissionspodcast.com. We do 2 shows every week. Every Wednesday is Transmissions, the show all about Transformers toys and merchandise. And every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers comics and media. This week we are reviewing Transformers number 33. So just a couple of months behind on the main series, but we're catching up. And, as always, Transmissions is powered by you. So thank you to all of our listeners who support us, all our donatrons who support us on Patreon and PayPal. If you'd like to become a donatron, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. And this week we had a special announcement because we're getting some extra Empire of Rust special episodes coming very soon. And that's only available if you are a donatron on the Transmissions Patreon page. So if you are a fan of Empire of Rust, our Transformers live play action RPG podcast, check it out. Mike's the DM. There he is down there. He took us through another Transmissions Empire of Rust crossover collaboration extravaganza episode. I was a part of that, so very excited to hear everyone take a listen to that, but only if you're a donatron. So you got to be a donatron to join up. Another way to help out the show, of course, is to buy some merchandise from our TeePublic store. That's at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. Cool shirts like the one I'm wearing, like the one Jeremy's wearing, like the one Darryl's wearing. Yes. Mike. Sorry. Do better next time.
Got an Autobot symbol. What more do you need?
A transmission symbol.
Needs to be a good guy symbol.
Exactly. Yeah, so you can buy lots of merchandise from us at our TeePublic store. Of course, if you buy anything from TeePublic through our link that helps out the show, transmissionspodcast.com/shop. And in particular, you might want to get some masks if you're looking to get some nice themed masks. TFCon is coming up. TFCon Baltimore is coming up very soon. Darryl and I will be there. And if you want to be at TFCon Baltimore, you got to have a mask. That is mandatory. So,
we've got some great looking ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Host.
So why not? Why not show some transmission support and, help out and be safe with everyone else while you're there. So check it out.
What else are you going to do with your face? You already got your t-shirt on. You already got your t-shirt to show all your nerd stuff. Put stuff here too.
Optimus Prime wears a face mask. Come on, be like Optimus Prime. Be like
wear
Optimus
a hat
Prime.
too. You're going to show some nerdiness with your hat. You wear sunglasses with like the year on it or something. Put something here.
It's not a New Year's party, Darryl.
Are you sure?
Yes. All right. I think it's time to show off our Transformer stuff. We're going to start off with Darryl.
No!
First time in the first spot in a long time.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show off something that's probably better than all your other stuffs. Oh, no, you dropped it. Oh. You can hold on to that, okay? This is G1 Roadbuster. He's
This is
awesome.
Roadbuster. I'm trapped down in my lives, trapped in my cons.
He's pretty awesome. And yeah, He's got his little radar dish on the side of his gun there. That's it's really hard to find, and I paid a lot of money for that little piece of plastic.
I remember when you showed that off on trips to the store.
Just the radar dish? Yeah.
When you got it.
Yeah. For the amount of money I paid for it, I should be able to show it off more than once. And I am. He's great. I love this guy. He's fun, and he's part of that kind of 3-pack of characters that includes Whirl and Jetfire, who are all just kind of, do they really belong? But yeah, this he's wicked. I love this Roadbuster. He's still Darryl complete. I need some missiles for him, and there's another antenna that goes on the back here, right there, and I don't have. So another part of this guy that's just impossible to find. But I'll get it eventually. But for right now, he's really just. I mean, he looks pretty good for what he is, and yeah, I'm real happy with him.
That guy had a ton of accessories.
Yep. He has 5 missiles, so I just need 1, but if I can get all 5, I will. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, I'll go next. I got a bunch of comics to show off because it's been a while since I went to the comic book store, so I got a backlog here.
Comics don't count.
Not for you, Darryl. Just for you.
Right.
Only for you. They don't count for you. But yeah, I've got a bunch of comics. Beast Wars #7. We've got Shattered Glass #1. We reviewed both of these already. Transformers #34. We're doing 33 this week, so we're still a little bit behind. King Grimlock #2. And we reviewed that last week. So yeah.
Look at that Autobot symbol. So crooked.
Oof. Damn.
And out of focus too. All right, that's the comics I got, and I got something else. Although, well, in Sharkticon mode, he doesn't really fit on his little stand, but there he is. Studio Series 86, Gnaw, Sharkticon. Dogcades, eat your heart out. There he is.
I think he has 2
Rude.
of them. Can't find him, so I'm sure he's fine. I'm very jealous because I was not able to secure one.
Oh, well, there was another one on the peg. Maybe I should. Do you want me to go back and get one?
I live in a city with dogcades. It's not, you should just buy them and just ship them here. I can sell them to them in 6 months when nobody can find any.
This is a cool figure. Although I was surprised. I thought he was a parts former because the way he ships in the package, his like the back part of him is separated out. You have to actually assemble him when you get him out of the package. It's a little bit weird, but it's cool. He's not a parts form. Once you put him together, you don't have to take him apart again. But
is he a deluxe?
Yes, he is.
Cool.
So he's much bigger than the last one we got.
Oh yeah. The last one was a Legends figure. This guy is much bigger than that.
Cool.
I should have got my Legends Sharkticon for comparison, but yeah, he could, and he's got the G1 gun. He's got the tail, mace. It's cool. I do like also the packaging. He has a Quintesson symbol. He's not a Decepticon. He's a Quintesson minion. So they have a little Quintesson symbol there.
Quintesson.
Cool. Shut your mouth. But yeah, I was very happy to see this in the store today. It was a surprise to come across him. So picked him up. So that's what I got. Jeremy, you're up next.
All right. Well, I have something new that showed up in the mail like a few weeks earlier than it was promised. Amazon shipped me the Battle Across Time Maximal Skywarp and Sideswipe. And this has that new packaging where you can't see inside. So I wasn't really planning on getting them out since I have AirRazor and many of the Sideswipe molds. And I'd completely forgotten I ordered this. But when I opened up the package to look at them, I mean, I took a look at that Sideswipe and I couldn't not open it. My other Sideswipe is still packed in a box. So I got my deep cover here, so you can see the difference in the siege, damage or mud effect. Sideswipe looks so much better. Something else I noticed from this is the little peg on the missile for the other molds is not there on this new one. So
does it still separate?
Yeah, still separates.
Okay, cool.
It's just you can't, there's no peg for it to be used as its own thing. So I much prefer that.
That is a solid Sideswipe.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the one problem people would have is the windows. It's not. If you look at deep cover, it is that solid gray. I wish it was that color plastic, but just in terms of the overall coloring and stuff, this is what Sideswipe needs to look like. It looks great.
And needs a spoiler.
He does need a spoiler. I imagine there might be an add-on kit to have the spoiler. And then this is the Skywarp. I don't know if it's kind of so white. It's like too bright. I don't know if that's any better. But it's good. I have the AirRazor here for comparison. Basically, it's a new head, and I feel like a much better paint job. Turning it from a hawk to an eagle, you can tell on AirRazor's head, she has these feathers in the back, which are not really there on Skywarp. And then just the tips of the wings, a lot more white. So I think I prefer the coloring on Skywarp, but they're both, they both look really good. The transformation is a little complicated on these guys, but it looks fantastic in both modes. And also, I don't know if you can tell this, they added a blue eye for the eagle, whereas the AirRazor had a black one.
The whole head's different.
Yeah, the whole head it's more of an eagle than a hawk. Actually, the mold itself looks to be the same.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just the coloring and the eye. It's amazing what they can do with just a little paint. But the robot head is completely different. So this is a good figure, and I didn't actually pay for the AirRazor because it was that box from Hasbro. I did pay for the side or this new set, and I probably wouldn't have picked it up on my own, but I guess when I pre-ordered it, I really wanted the Sideswipe, and glad I got them both. So that's what I got.
All right. Mike, we'll wrap things up with you.
Back in number 4 position where I belong. So start
Pole
off
position.
So I will start off with this little guy. It's a little bright. Let's get some shadow on that. There we go.
Ooh.
There we go. That is the Ark from the Titanium series, like 15 years ago. But it's an awesome little Ark, and it's amazing, and I love it. Then again, I always love like Transformer ships, so that's always cool. But
is that the Autobot ship from the shuttle from the movie? I thought that was the shuttle from the movie.
Yes, I guess.
Shut your mouth. The front part of it is the Ark. But
Yeah.
that's probably one of
It's
the
still
few
cool.
good. That's probably one of the few good things from the Titanium series. The
Yeah.
smaller
Yeah.
figures.
Yep. Oops, this way.
Does it separate?
I actually, I've tried to separate it, but it looks like it's either glued or like bolted in or something because it doesn't have any movement or anything to it. So my guess is no. But yeah, the front piece of this thing looks like it should separate, and it does look like the G1 Arc, whereas the titanium ship itself looks like more like the movie one. Although, I mean, it doesn't really look exactly like the movie because it's kind of thin by comparison, but still a good figure though. Next, I got this guy here.
Oh.
This is
Did he come?
Mainframe.
He doesn't come alone.
He doesn't come alone. He doesn't come alone at all. I finally got my Arc.
Oh, wow.
It is a big one. It is a big. Actually, I'm going to back up a little bit here. There we go. That's better. It
That is a
is
nice looking figure.
Yep. Turns
Have you
out
transformed
BBTS. What I have. Yep. It is a little bit spindly in places, which is a little unfortunate, but especially on the hips and like the thighs, they seem a little bit on the thinner side. You can kind of see that on the bottom here. You can kind of see where the hip joints are. If I can figure out, yeah, there we go. If I can figure out which direction camera goes. So those things and those things, and this entire like piece right in the middle here is like the hips and the pelvis. So I have, and I've been waiting for this guy since the pre-order first came out. I think it was like back in March or something, February, March. Turns out BBTS does actually sell toys, so good on them. But yes, I have thoughts. So I really like the design of the ship. I love the design of the ship. In fact, it is one of the best looking ship transformers I have seen in a very long time. That being said, there's two things that really need to be addressed with this thing. One, it's not designed to be a Titan. It is a very simplistic design, very simplistic transformation, and in the end, feels like it was an upscaled deluxe or an upscaled Voyager. I'm not saying that's bad necessarily, but it is a very simplistic thing. Like if you're looking for the same kind of complexity that you saw in Metroplex, Triptychon, I didn't have the Scorponok, but I'm assuming the Scorponok, Fort Max, you're just not going to get that kind of complexity. The figure was just not designed with that in mind. So, that is what it is. I will say that these pieces here, the giant gaps where the knees are, these are the things that visually bother me the most, but I knew that going into it. So there's already been some third-party like add-on kits to do that. There was one by a company called Funbee that did like an entire covering for this section and just covered up the whole thing. So, at some point soon, I'll go ahead and pick up the kit for that, because that gap, that's a rough gap. The second thing, and this is not something that I kind of realized when I saw the images of this thing. This piece, like this section in here, whoop, they popped. It's just a giant hole, a giant big gap that Mainframe fits in. That's all it is. Mainframe doesn't integrate with the figure itself. It just kind of sits in
storage.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's something where I wish that they used the parts count for Mainframe for like additional piece and additional movement like on the ship itself. Like if you take a look at the little like turrets on there, they aren't separate pieces. It's just molded plastic that's painted. Okay, But they added the extra figure. They added the Voyager sized figure, and Mainframe is pretty massive. He is a Voyager sized figure, but there's a lot of parts on him, and I wish they did some movement, like some rotating ability on the turrets. Maybe added some other like little pieces that can kind of move around like, on the main ship itself. And it's just it feels a little underwhelming, considering that it's a Titan figure. When you buy a Titan, you expect to get, you expect a lot out of it. And it just wasn't quite there for me. I don't regret the purchase at all, because I do love the design of the figure, and I have a feeling it's going to be staying in ARC mode for a very long time. But I do have a feeling that this might actually be the last Titan I ever purchase, just because I've had the same experience with Fort Max. And now with this one too. So it's like I enjoy it. I really do. I like it, but I was expecting a bit more out of it. So it is a good figure. It is a good ship. I love the ship. Yeah. But that's my big thing. So a big giant arc, and I love it.
All right. Well, that does it for this week's Trips to the Store. Thanks, everyone, for watching and listening. And again, want to remind you that everything Transmissions is powered by you. So if you'd like to become a donatron, please go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. And if you'd like to leave us feedback, you can go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. That's where you can leave us voicemails, emails, hit us up on social media, even send a comment in the YouTube video right down below here. Below, Darryl, below. Below you. Yeah, there you go. Down there. Yep. And yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Sharkticons, execute them.
Later.
Bye-bye.